Welcome to this edition of Your Schools. I'm Lynn Fields, and I am joined by my favorite superintendent in the whole world and the greatest blessing to Humble ISD, Dr. Guy Sconzo.
Thanks, Lynn. It's good to see you.
It's good to see you again, too.
Good summer?
Good summer so far. We're right in the middle of summer. Things are starting to move along for the beginning of school.
They are. You know, we're going to blink. It'll be the start of a new school year.
It will be. So parents enjoy or maybe not enjoy. I don't know how your summer's going, but you just have them for a few more weeks and they're off to school. In the meantime, we've got some things for you to see that are going on in Humble ISD or have been going on.
Well, and you know, actually, Lynn, and I forgive me for interrupting. And forgive me, all of you, because Lynn has got a script that has nothing to do with the show that we're going to bring to you today. I hate to have to say this, but Lynn has made a decision to retire from the show. This is going to be her last show. It is killing me to say that. I don't know how we're going to do this. I know I can't do it without her by my side. But Lynn, you have the wrong script. This show is about Lynn Fields. So it sure is. And we've got a bunch of special guests that we're going to share with all of you. She has no idea this is coming, but this is a show about Lynn. And if you'll stay with us, we've got some of the amazing people who have been a part of Lynn Fields' life. This is kind of like that old show, you know, where this is your life.
Kind of when you die, though, you know.
Well, no. I'm the one closer to that. Not her. But stay with us. We'll be right back. Lots of segments, and it's all about Lynn.
What's the deal, guys?
Did we surprise you?
You did surprise me,
well,
absolutely.
Good, it worked. You know, it's been 12 years that we've been doing this.
I know, I feel like you're my second husband.
Okay. Well, God bless you for sitting next to me for 12 years. But so who I want to introduce to y'all, Lynn recently had her youngest daughter graduate from Kingwood Park High School, and over Lexi's career at Kingwood Park, surprise, surprise, Lynn got very involved in the campus. So we've got Brian Johnson with us. Brian is the associate principal at Kingwood Park, and Brian, thanks for being with us.
Yeah.
One of the things Kingwood Park did, and I think Lynn was a part of it, but Brian, you're going to need to speak to that, but we're coming up on the third year of the Kingwood Park Annual Fund.
Yes, sir.
So if you would, tell everyone just a little bit about what that annual fund is about, and then also especially tell me what role this lady next to me played.
Well, the annual fund was something that Ms. Drabing and myself and the leadership team at Kingwood Park High School decided to, I guess, tackle a few years ago. And again, next month we'll be launching our third year. And it was really just a way for us to take Kingwood Park High School from what we thought was a good school to try and make it a great school. You know, there were things we wanted to provide for our teachers and for our students that you just can't do on a traditional high school budget. And I met with Lynn very early on and talked with her about some of the things we wanted to do. You know, I know Lynn is very passionate about service learning, and I spoke with her very early on in year one about some things that we wanted to do, classes that we wanted to offer for our kids, projects that we wanted to be able to provide to our students. And she, from the very beginning, was very interested. She supported us in year one. And in year two, she really opened up her home and allowed us to host an event there. And so she has, not just with the annual fund, but really from the very beginning from the inception of K Park, has been a big supporter.
I have to say that Brian, number one, is one of the most supportive administrators on a high school campus. You're very fortunate that you have a small student population, so he gets to know every kid. Mm-hmm. And it's been such a great experience because our youngest has been our most challenging child, as you know. And it's
only because she takes after her mother.
Well, and that is true to some extent, because she's as stubborn as I am. But y'all have been so wonderful through the ups and the downs with her, of taking care of her her and pushing her in a good direction. One of the things that he mentioned in this campaign was a service learning class that they have now that he pushed Lexi into, and it's her favorite class by far. She absolutely loves her social action class because they get out there in the community, and it's thanks to Brian and the efforts of the staff at K Park that something like that exists, because otherwise kids like Lexi would have never gone in that direction. So I'm very thankful for y'all.
Oh, thank you. And again, for your support. You've done, I actually know Lynn because I worked with her at Kingwood High School, with her older children. And so known Lynn for a long time. And, Lynn, obviously, because she's Lynn, she could have sent, Lexi to Kingwood High School if she wanted to, but she didn't. And Lexi's a Panther, and we're glad to have her. And, I think that says a lot, and I really appreciate you entrusting us with Lexi. And
well, I love the whole K Park family. And I have to also say, when we, as a district, were struggling with adding K Park as a high school, changing it from the 9th grade campus, I wasn't in favor of doing that because I really believed in the 9th grade campuses, and I really thought that our students needed that transition year. But watching it play out and having a child go through there has been the best experience ever. It's a wonderful campus, and it's a great asset to our district, I have to say.
Well, thank you. That's great. So I'm going to tell you again. See, I told you so.
I was wrong, and I will admit I was wrong. Absolutely, because it really has been a great experience.
Well, good. It is a very, very special campus, and you're absolutely right, Lynn. A big part of that is the man right here, Brian Johnson. So, Brian, I want to come back to the annual fund real quick. So how successful has it been?
It's been extremely successful. I mean, it really just blew me away beyond my expectations. In year one, we set a very lofty goal of raising $75,000, and we met that goal. In year two, we set another lofty goal of raising about $50,000, and we ended up raising around 60. So
great.
It's been very, very successful, and it has really allowed us to do things that we just wouldn't normally otherwise be able to do. We want to put more technology in the hands of our students and our teachers, and that costs a lot of money, and that's not money that we have in a traditional budget, as you know. So, we've already spent almost $50,000 purchasing iPads for our teachers and our students to be able to use on a daily basis. We've provided service learning opportunities to our students, especially we really go out of our way to offer those to our freshmen. And so we've spent $7,000 to $8,000 each year providing service learning opportunities to our 9th graders. We really think if we do that with them early, that it'll just get them hooked on the idea, and it'll just carry forward as they go through high school. And we've really gone out of our way to provide our teachers with whatever professional development they want. So most of the high schools usually spend some money sending 8 to 10 teachers a year to Rice for professional development. We've sent 20 the last 2 years. We have 20 more going this summer. We sent some teachers to a technology conference in Austin, which was incredible, and they just came back so excited, so thrilled to try new things and flip their classroom. And none of that would be possible without our annual fund.
Well, and that's great, because it does make a huge difference at the end of the day to our Panthers, to our students at Kingwood Park. And I want to mention, too, that the annual fund really kind of was the brainchild and in a sense birthed by our education foundation, the Umberland State Education Foundation. And Lynn, surprise, surprise, has been long involved in the foundation and frankly was a part of creating the foundation, I'll say a few years ago.
Oh, a few years? It goes fast, so just be warned.
Well, Brian, they're waving me on, and I can't thank you enough for being a part of what I think is so well earned and deserved, and that is our little tribute to the bestest co-host ever, Lynn Fields. Before you get away, though, I'm going to put you on the spot because this is your chance. She's retiring. She's going away. So can you think? What's the first word that comes to mind when you think of Lynn Fields?
It's not one word. Speaks her mind.
Okay.
She speaks her mind.
He knows me.
Precise description. Brian, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Y'all stay with us. We're going to have a very special guest coming up in just a minute.